To give us a further insight into the world of opera, we are joined here today by the Artistic Director of Irish National Opera, Fergus Sheil. Fergus, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Stephen. Good to be here.
So, Fergus, first question. What is an opera?
I suppose the simple answer is it's like a play, but it has music and people sing instead of talking. But actually, I think what I love about opera is that it's like everything under the sun. It's drama, it can be dance, it's music, it's singing, it's vocal acrobatics. Nowadays you often have video, you have very high-tech lighting, you can have a lot of the newer art forms incorporated. It's like a feast where you sit down at a table and there's everything under the sun there and you can enjoy it all at the same time.
You obviously are a person who's very passionate about opera. How were you introduced to the world of opera?
Yeah, I remember the actual light bulb moment when I thought, oh my God, this is incredible. Everything is there. And I was in my early 20s. I'd played a lot of music as I grew up in quite a musical family. So I played in youth orchestras and went to the college music and the academy and all this. But I'd no relationship with opera. That just never crossed my path at all. And after I graduated from Trinity, I went to work as an intern at the Wexford Festival, and it blew my mind. It was like, I couldn't believe that you could have all these treasures. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. It's like, I can have anything I want here. And that was like a light bulb moment in me that's kind of stayed on and been a driving force in me. And I just think that it's unfortunate in Ireland, because we don't have a huge tradition of opera, that not everybody gets that opportunity to have that experience. So part of my mission since then, in a way, and now at Irish National Opera, is to try and spread the word about what opera can be and how people can enjoy it.
And how did Irish National Opera come to be?
Well, we were founded in 2018. Myself and a group of people put together a plan for a new company. There was no national company before. There was a previous company, Opera Ireland, who were part of DGOS, who performed in the Gaiety, but they didn't really have a national remit. Although they did great work over many, many years. And I saw that we needed something different, and the Arts Council were looking for a new direction. And together with a group of people, we put together a proposal which was accepted. Before that, I'd worked with Wide Open Opera. We'd done productions here in the theatre, and with Opera Theatre Company, who toured all around. So we'd done a lot of touring, big scale, small scale, old operas, new operas. We'd done a lot of things, but now we've the opportunity to put them all under one roof and create a sort of a national movement for opera.
We've enjoyed many of your productions here over the years, both with Wide Open and Irish National Opera, Tristan and Isolde, Barber of Seville, Nixon in China, Aida, Madame Butterfly. Yeah. What's been your most memorable moment here, Fergus?
I suppose Tristan and Isolde, which was in 2012 and was the first opera that I was involved with here in the theatre, and my first time to produce an opera. And it's a huge opera, 5 hours in length, huge orchestra, big singers, and it was like something that arrived from outer space, fully formed. Like nobody was expecting it. Nobody predicted that this would happen, and I had just this maverick idea that we could do it, and we did it, and it worked. And it might not have worked, but it did work, and everybody's talked about it since. So that was a real launching pad, and I think for a lot has followed out of that for opera in Ireland.
But it's a real credit to you, because one of my favourite moments is actually the last production you did in the Bord Gáis Theatre, La Cerenterola, which to me was an absolutely stunning and shows how far you've come with Irish National Opera. Was that a good experience for you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we have an artist like Tara Rock singing Rossini's Cinderella, and she was just absolutely perfect in the role. And she was due to sing it in March in the Met in New York, and sadly that got cancelled. But she's just like the peak Rossini singer of the moment worldwide. And to have somebody like her on stage, it just infects everybody. Everybody raises their game and everybody performs. And you can feel it in the audience. You can feel the audience coming to life and really sitting on the edge of their seats. So
and we've so many, and I'm intrigued by this, we've so many famous, brilliant Irish opera singers. Celine Byrne, Tara Roth, Claudia and Imelda. Why do you think we do so well in the world of opera?
I think I think in Ireland we have an openness about how we sing and speak, and we have our theatrical tradition. I link it also to like storytelling and things like that. People are happy to talk, and singing is an extension of talking, and the two are quite naturally intertwined. But I also think in Ireland that historically, if you look at the work that DGOS did, it was very Italian centred. We look to Italy. You look at people like Margaret Burke Sheridan, who is from an earlier period. She worked with Puccini. You look at people like Michael Kelly, who was a tenor who sung for Mozart. So we had this European orientation. We didn't look to Britain so much as to the continent. And we had people like Wallace, the composer from Waterford, who toured around all of Europe and further afield. And I think we had this openness that really exposed operatic singing to European trends. And there were a lot of, like, if you go back to Baroque period, to 17th to 18th century, a lot of European people came to Dublin and made their careers here in opera. So we have this tradition that people don't really know about, but I think it really inspires singers in all sorts of ways, even today.
Brilliant. And finally, for someone who may be a little bit intimidated by coming to an opera, thinking that it's not an experience that they want to experience, what would you say to them?
Well, you don't need any specialist knowledge to come to an opera. Anybody can enjoy an opera. So, for a start, people say opera is in Italian or German and I won't understand what's going on. But we have surtitles, like the subtitles you're familiar with on Netflix. We have those on the top of the stage. So you don't have to dress up. I mean, there's an idea that you have to wear your black tie. You can if you want. Some people do, but most people come in their jeans and their shirt, whatever they want to wear. People come in shorts, anything you like. It's completely up to you. There's intervals. You can have a drink. You can enjoy the ambience. This is an absolutely beautiful theatre. It's in a wonderful location. The audience experience is really high quality when you come here. So, just come and enjoy. It's all about passion and emotion and love and heartbreak and all these things that, affect all of us.
And you'll always recognise a piece of music, no matter what opera you go to, because opera music is it's TV ads, it's theme tunes to TV programmes, it's featured in films. You'll always recognise something going, oh, I didn't know that was from an opera.
Yeah, and it's great when you're sitting in the audience and then you get to the tune, you recognise, you have this feeling of, oh, I know this one. And there's lots of opera in popular culture, things like film Pretty Woman, Philadelphia. There's lots of the Hollywood movies have taken opera. There's ads, as you say. So, it's very much part of the culture, and and they take the best known ones. So if you go to an opera like La Boheme or Tosca or Madame Butterfly, you're going to recognise some of these tunes.
Fergus, it's been an absolute honour having you here today. Thank you very much for teaching us so much about the world of opera.
Thank you.